Can you get clients without using social media as a health coach? Yes, you can. And I am going to talk about that this week. So I'm seeing more and more coaches who are really not wanting to use social media to grow their business. And this isn't surprising because social media can be a huge time and energy suck. And I think especially for those of us who are introverted, we can be very sensitive to the energy of social media. And it can be very easy to find yourself scrolling, to get stuck in comparison, like all these things. And I want to come from a space of I do not think social media is good or bad. I think it's a tool. It's neutral. I think how you use it is really important. But I also think it's not necessary to grow a coaching business. And how you use it, if you decide to use it, is very, very, very important. And so I really want to talk about in this video about ways that you can grow your business very successfully without using social media. And so that if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. And you don't have to kind of go through a lot of the things that I see coaches get stuck on, that I think we have this belief that if we just start a business and we start posting on social media, that we are going to magically get clients. And that's just not the way it works. There's a lot of people who post on social media all the time and get zero clients. Like, just posting on social media is not going to get you clients, and it's definitely not going to build your audience, okay? So you can't just start posting on social media and think that you're going to get a bunch of followers and a bunch of the right people are going to magically find you and you're going to start building your audience, which is an essential piece of building a business. You need to build your audience to build a business. This doesn't mean having tons of followers or lots of followers even, but it means having a audience of people or a following of people who are interested in what you do and are your ideal client and interested in potentially working with you. So unless we build that audience in some way, you will not build your business, okay? And a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to go and post on social media. People are going to magically find me. They're going to magically want to become my client. And it's just not the way it works. And it can be very isolating and I'd say frustrating if you are solely trying to use social media to grow your business. Once again, social media can be an amazing tool. It's something I still use in my business, but it's something I've been using a lot less lately. And that's just because it's what I've wanted to do. I haven't felt like I've wanted to be on social media as much. And so I still use it a little bit, but I use it a lot less than I used to. Okay. And I also think I don't want to be someone who is having to play the social media game, right? Where you're having to try to beat the algorithm. So that means the algorithm is always changing on social media, and types of social media are always changing, right? Like, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, like Facebook, there's always, Clubhouse was a thing for a while, and all my clients are like, am I supposed to be on Clubhouse? Do I need to be on TikTok? Like, no, you don't have to be on any of that. Like, I don't use any of that stuff. I don't know how to use any of that stuff. I've never been on any of it. And I'm not going to go crazy trying to learn all these new platforms because I don't want to. And it's not even really how I enjoy creating content or sharing content. I actually really enjoy creating videos like this, longer form videos, which is why I do YouTube, and also turn it into a podcast because I do like doing podcasts too. And I like doing both. So this way I'm able to make one piece of content and share it in both places. And then take that, turn it into a newsletter, send it to my audience. Okay. And that's really what I do because I enjoy doing it and I like doing it that way. I don't do reels. I don't do, short little videos or a lot of posts on social media. I just don't enjoy it. And so I don't want to do that. And that's not how I choose to build my audience, or how I choose to connect with my audience. So we can choose, okay? Really important to know. And it doesn't require then I don't have to keep learning all the new social media platforms because I don't want to. And I don't have to try to beat the algorithm, which means like trying to post all the time or post certain types of content that I maybe don't want to post, okay? So let me go into really what you need to have in place if you want to build your business without social media, which is totally doable, or you can just use it very little or how you want to in your business. So the first piece is you want to have a clear message and clear story to share. And this means your own personal story. Often this is the story, our story as it relates to our ideal client and what they're struggling with. Your story is very, very powerful, very important. This is one of the first things I always look at before I hire a coach or before I hire any sort of service provider. I want to know someone's story. I want to know why they do what they do, what has been their own personal journey or transformation as it relates to what I'm hiring them to help me with. I think this is a really, really important piece. So when you can get clear on your story as it relates to what you help people with, and a really clear message as far as who your ideal client is, what they're struggling with, what it is that you have to offer and how it helps them get the result and what result you help someone get, having all those pieces in place, really, really important as far as any sort of marketing that we're going to do, whether it's on social media or elsewhere, but we want to have that. You also want to have a clear program. So understanding what is the process that you walk people through, knowing what your price is, how you help people, why it's unique. Okay. And when I say unique, I don't mean compared to other coaches. I mean unique as in why it's going to help your ideal client when other things they've done in the past haven't helped them. I want you to understand that, okay? It's a really important piece of your program and of marketing yourself and of getting clients. And then the next piece, confidence, right? Having confidence in yourself, confidence as a coach, confidence that you can help people. I just did a video all about confidence. I will link it below this video. But this is really an important piece because unless you have confidence, you don't really want clients. When you really want clients and you really believe that you can help people, you will go out there and you will market your business and you will do the things often that your intuition is guiding you to do, which I say is your path of least resistance to getting clients, as opposed to going and marketing in a way that isn't really how you want to be marketing or isn't the best way for you to market. So if you really don't want to use social media, you don't have to use social media, right? So, but we want to have that confidence piece in place first. And this comes both through the clarity of your ideal client and your program, and through the skills and believing and knowing that you can coach someone and help them get results. And I talk about that in the confidence video. So once again, I will link that, check that out. The next piece is you need to grow your audience. Okay, I was just talking about that in the beginning as far as how important that is, and that just posting on social media is not going to magically grow your audience. Which is why you don't want to be doing that to grow your audience, okay? So what are the things you can do to grow your audience that are not on social media and that actually work? So I'm going to give you a bunch of things, and actually a lot of things that I'm seeing my clients do right now, and they're getting amazing results. They're having so much success with this right now. None of them require social media. And I'm finding that people are really enjoying their business so much more actually when they're working on growing it outside of social media. Once again, you can use social media if you want. There's nothing wrong with social media. It's just a tool. But when I see people using it as maybe one of the tools or deciding not to use it at all and doing these other things, they are enjoying their business and the marketing piece so much more. Okay, so what are these pieces? The first piece is your warm audience. So your warm audience means people who already know, like, and trust you, and the people who those people are connected to. So it doesn't mean you necessarily have to work with your family members or your friends, but all of our family members and our friends or people we're connected to know other people. So everyone else is connected to so many different people. So when you allow your warm audience to know what it is you do and you share with them, they can share it with the people they know, and they can refer people to you who think they can benefit from your services. And this is why ideal client is so important, and having good messaging and other people understanding what you do very clearly is important, because unless people understand who you work with and how you help them, they cannot refer people to you. So if you're just like, I help people find their purpose in life. Nobody really knows what that means. Nobody really knows who they should refer to you. Like, it's very general. But when you can get more specific with your message and you say something that really connects with people, such as, I work with, let's say, like, let's get really specific around it. I work with moms who have multiple little children at home, and they are working on, and they want to lose weight in a way that allows them to do it from home, or like when they're staying at home as stay-at-home moms, like let's say like stay-at-home moms lose weight who have little children at home, right? Like something like that. Like, you're getting really specific about it, and then I'd be like, ooh, like I know someone like that. I know someone who could use your support, right? So that's how I always check in. Like, if someone's ideal client is on point, like if they can tell me their ideal client, and I can think in my head like, ooh, I know someone that could use your services, I know it's a good ideal client. If you tell me your ideal client and it's so like general or so woo-woo that I don't get it and no one comes to mind that I think could use your services, then I know we need to go back to the drawing board and work on getting more clear and knowing how to communicate that ideal client, right? Like, that's why that piece is so important here. I am also seeing a lot of my clients have a lot of luck with local marketing. This means local marketing a couple different ways. So getting to know other entrepreneurs in your area, I think, is really important and helpful, because they can then, once again, let other people know what it is you're doing and refer to you. So local marketing doesn't mean going out into your community and trying to find clients. It means going out and building connections with people, and looking for opportunities that way. It could also mean connecting with other local business owners. So if you're a health coach, such as like chiropractors, acupuncturists, massage therapists, wellness clinics, wellness food stores, like all these different places can be great referrals to you, or great places for you to go and give workshops, or to share your information with other people's audiences. So this is somewhere where I'm seeing people have a lot of really good success right now. The other piece is this is more of online, but it's writing guest articles for different publications. I've been published on Mind Body Green, Elephant Journal, Huffington Post, like there's Medium is one, like there's so many different online articles that you can write for and get published, and then get your content out in front of people. Does not require social media in any way. You can also be guests on other people's podcasts, which is a great way to get your message out in front of people and to build your audience. So getting in front of other people's audiences and then bringing that audience back to you if they're interested in what it is you have to offer. Teaming up with other coaches, so other people who have a similar audience but don't do exactly the same thing you do, and you can go and do videos together. You could do a podcast together. You could write an article together. You could share your freebies with each other's audiences. Like, there's so many great ways to team up with other people and to build your audience through sharing content, through sharing audiences. And this is a really great way to build your own audience and to spread your message as well. And then the other really good thing that I'm seeing work with a lot of my clients is getting involved in like different associations. So let's say you help someone with a very specific health issue. A lot of times there's associations or clubs or different things that are specific to this health issue that you can get involved in, and to get known that way and to get referrals that way, or to have an opportunity to give a workshop for that audience as well. So there's a lot of really great ways to be building your audience and to be building your business and to be getting clients that do not involve social media. And the other thing, like if you wanted to use social media, I like it much more as a tool to build connections with my existing audience. I've never used social media to really grow my audience unless I'm doing paid marketing, which is only something I've done after I've been in business for a while and am already making income in my business. It's not something that you want to do right in the beginning because there's so many other pieces to get in place before you can really be effective with paid marketing. So I do use that on social media now, but I'm not trying to beat the algorithm. I'm not trying to grow my audience by creating content. I'm only building connections with the people who are already following me through the content that I do put on social media. And I'm posting a lot less. It's more like once, maybe twice a week at most. And that's it at this point. I do most of my other content creation through YouTube, through my podcast, through my newsletter. And that's really my big ways. And that's the next piece, is content creation. So that could mean giving a workshop. That could mean, creating a guest post or doing the guest video, like those types of things. And then also inviting people back to our community. So once you get in front of other people or you get referrals, we can bring people back to our community. If you don't want to use social media at all, you can do it through an email list. If you do want to use social media, you can invite people to go and follow you on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is you're using, and then continue to build those connections by creating content, by teaching people, by inspiring people through what you're putting out there. It could also be through a blog post, like whatever you want to do. And this is really where the individualization of your business comes in and is so important. There isn't one or two or three right ways to build a business. The way that everyone builds their business and markets their business and gets clients looks a bit different. And so you want to choose what feels best to you, what allows you to use your strengths, what is going to allow you to build your business in a way that feels really good to you and is fulfilling and fun. And for a lot of people, sitting in front of your computer by yourself all day is not the way to do this, okay? Like, it ends up feeling unfulfilling. It ends up feeling really lonely. And so when you can get out there and start interacting with other coaches or interacting with people in your local community, like, these ways are a lot more fulfilling and fun for most people, okay? And it can be a really great way to build your business. Like I said, there's no right way. If you don't want to do these things, that's fine too. If you really love using social media, like, awesome. But I want to let you know that you don't have to use it. You can use it very sparingly, or you can use it not at all if that's what you want in your business. And I'm seeing a lot of success with people right now who are preferring maybe to use social media a lot less or not at all, as far as being able to grow a very successful business in a way that feels really good to them. Okay. So I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway from today's video. Is it a relief and helpful to know that you don't have to use social media to grow your business, or you can use it in a way that feels really good to you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to dive deeper into the steps to building a successful health coaching business in a way that feels really good to you. So yes, even if you're an introvert, no, you don't have to use social media. I dive much deeper into those steps in a free training that I have. I will link that below. And I want to thank you so much for joining me in this week's video, and I will see you next time.